I'm Isaiah Francis, and this is Arduino tutorial number 5, the snooze alarm. In the circuit, many components are used, including a servo. A servo, or a servo motor, is a type of motor used for precise linear actions, but has a limited range of motion. The next component we use is a push button. A push button is a simple switch, which acts as an input. Another component used in the circuit is a resistor. A resistor is a device that slows down or resists voltage flow. The next component we use is a light-emitting diode, or LED. An LED is a type of diode that produces energy. A diode is a one-way switch for current. The final component we use in the circuit is a piezo buzzer. A piezo buzzer is a type of electronic device that produces sound. In a piezo buzzer, pulses of vibration are sent to a ceramic crystal or disc, producing different frequencies of sound. To begin, we have the breadboard diagram and the schematic. These two images show how each component work together and are powered. To begin, we can see that each LED has their own resistor as well as wire connecting them to their pin locations. We can also see that the front positive and negative rows are connected to ground and voltage. Next, we have the piezo buzzer. We can see that one wire connects it to the ground, while the other connects it to its unique pinhole through a resistor. Next, we have the servo. The servo connects one wire to positive, one wire to ground, and the third wire to its unique pinhole. Our final component is a push button, which connects one wire to ground and the other to a pinhole. Next up, we have the program. To begin the program, we give the button two outputs, on and off. Next up, we set each LED pin to their own pin location, as well as the piezo. Next, we set the sleep or off time to an integer, as well as including the servo. To begin the void setup, we set our servo to pin location 9, as well as setting each LED pin as an output. We then set our button pin as an input so it can be used to start and stop our program. Next, we have a simple serial printout which says press to begin the timer. Finally, we set napping time as an integer, as well as setting it to 60,000 milliseconds, or 1 minute. Once each component is set, we end the void setup and begin the void loop. In this void loop, we open an if-else statement setting the button's on and off values to different outputs. We then allow the piezo buzzer to beep and flick the LEDs on and off. Finally, we use a serial print to print the time left in the snooze. We then end the if and begin the else statement. The else statement shows what would happen if the button is not manually pressed. The servo will turn on, hitting the button, repeating the loop. In this loop, the buzzer will turn off and the lights will begin to flicker until the servo hits the button, restarting the loop from the beginning. We will end the code by adding another serial print showing which numbered loop we are in. So to wrap it up, once the button is set, every 1 minute the servo will hit the button, setting off the alarm.